Hello,
Hello.
welcome.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
You too. You too. I'm just trying to make sure my phone doesn't slide. Oh,
Okay,
try to have it all set up. This is going to change a
excellent.
little bit. How are you?
Very good. Thank you so much. Looking forward to our session today.
Me too.
Good, good, good. So, my wonderful friend, how may I be of service? Is there anything in particular you would like to focus on?
Okay. Well, you did a session with my friend Mary Beckman here recently, and I was very impressed with that, and have known her for 20 some years, and you hit everything about her that I have witnessed, and I think she needed to hear a lot of that. And so I'm so thankful that you were able to help her. So I'm looking for the same kind of thing. Basically, I'm close to retirement. I have a love, a passion that I do on this side that I've been doing for 33 years, and I'm ready to roll back into that. And I just want to see what's blocking me, possibly, and what direction. I'm interested in the Akashic reading as well, and just the energetic upgrade. I think I'm
Of
ready.
course. Of course. If I may ask, what is it that you are passionate about? What's this endeavor you want to go into?
Well, I am an esthetician, so I do facials. I have been doing that for 33 years. And during that process, I discovered my healing abilities and was naturally led towards crystal healing and energy work. And so the intuition, I had to go through a lot of classes to trust myself
Mhm.
because, for a long time I was told I'm reading into things, whatever.
Mhm.
So I finally embraced all of that. And so I have integrated all that into my skincare and healing practice. So,
Outstanding. Okay, that sounds impressive. So I would like to respectfully propose that in addition to all that you have come here for, I give you the empowerments for Dragon Reiki.
okay.
So it's tapping into the beloved source of all things and then embodying the energy of the void. The void
Okay.
is the zone of infinite energy and infinite possibility. And so from that location, we can manifest very powerfully. So if your intention is healing, it's an amazing place to initiate that healing energy from. So we'll do that towards the end of our session today.
Mhm.
Okay, so thank you so very much for being so clear and succinct about how I may be of service. Let's get started. All right, so usually I begin with cleansing. So if you have Palo Santo or sage or incense or candles or even one of these cleansing sprays, whatever you use, it would be a good time now to use it.
Okay. I'll grab
Okay,
that
excellent.
one.
Okay, so moving to the next instrument, a singing bowl, additional cleansing through sound, but this will help me tune in and start getting initial information. What is around you, what you're emanating, not going into your energy yet. So depending on the presence or absence of blockages, I might be able to go back all the way to the birthplace of the soul. What are you doing here? What would be conducive to your growth, where you're going, and so on. Or maybe not quite so far. Regardless, by the end of this session, we'll have our answers. Okay. This high pitch, this is your energy. And it's almost going out of the range of the instrument. This is good, really good. Okay, so there is something very powerful and clear coming in immediately, giving me goosebumps all over my body. There's the embodiment of the consciousness of Christos, being the consciousness of the Buddha. In many different cultures, this has many different names, but they're all referring to that state of pure enlightenment. But it's not just about embodying this. That would be personal, something that you have achieved long ago, very long ago. It's about passing on the methodology, the correct steps, the roadmap to achieving this for many others. And so then this will take many faces: divine masculine, divine feminine, and divine spirit. That true, pure, holy trinity, which you have embodied in many lifetimes, both masculine, feminine, and also as a ascended master. You are a very, very refined and elevated soul. Now, naturally, with this level of evolution, the challenges that you would face in every incarnation are going to be immense. Equal to the level of evolution, you would have equal challenge. So you get something out of it. If you're here and the lessons are baby lessons, it's a waste of your time. So we do this. We choose this. You're multi-universal already, meaning that you're not here for basic karmic lessons. Thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not kick the neighbor's puppy, and so on, right? You've learned that eons ago. This is cosmic time. So very powerful emanation and embodiment of the Christ consciousness, that highly elevated, refined state of being. This isn't unique to humanity either. It's the ambition of every sentient being that is still evolving. Meaning there's a pure, unimpeded connection to source. And so, as you can imagine, there are many ways to climb a mountain, reaching the peak. So there's no one correct methodology that will fit everyone. It seems that is your gift. You're dynamic. And so going for the most optimal route, depending on who it is that you are guiding. Now I'm kind of getting teacher here. Teacher, educator, healer. But you are an enlightener. You are she who destroys illusion through enlightenment. Very ancient stuff, very powerful stuff. Immediately, this is clear. You're here to gain even greater evolution and ascension through being challenged, being messed with. Because if you don't remember who you are, and you don't have any of your tools and gifts, and then you're overloaded with trauma and interference and every kind of thing that we have down here, and you still break through, reconnecting to source, then that's a badge of honor for the soul, gaining even greater elevation and greater responsibility, but also equally greater joy, greater experience. Let's see. You're right at the cusp of creatorhood, meaning that the infinite soul is going to be given a blank universe so that you create your own life, your own galaxies, your own system. So coming here is a great final step for the soul. Not just to strengthen itself in the final stages, but to also see what not to do. Because many things have gone very, very badly wrong down here. So this is really the selfish reason, which is benevolent. A little selfishness is harmful. Enormous selfishness is benevolent, especially when you're at the stage of becoming a prime creator. So that's where you are right now. This lifetime is a graduating lifetime, where finally you're ready. All that light that you have brought in and all the darkness and evil that you have faced has strengthened you and made you wise. That's where you're going. So we're going to the next chapter at the very beginning. That's pretty profound. Now, being able to see into this right at the beginning without going into your energy, this would indicate that your light body energy structure is clear. Usually with souls of your level, it's impossible to break you. You're not going to switch sides and turn evil either. So what is very, very common is to bury you. This is no easy task. It requires continuous and active bombardment. That's for now. This is just my monkey brain taking shots in the dark. This is probably what we're going to be looking at. So far, amazing. I would now like to ask for permission and connect to your energy. Let's start the energy car wash. See what's going on. If there's anything that doesn't belong, we'll get rid of it together. And every step of the way, I'll share with you what I'm perceiving. May I begin?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Calling to my beloved, beloved, source of all sources, source of all things in all domains, asking for the removal of obstacles, for the lifting of weights, for clearing, for healing, and for remembering, for all that is aligned with our highest soul purpose, highest good, greatest life, health, wealth, joy, abundance, excitement, and evolution. May these blessings overflow, and may the overflow wash across the cosmos and serve the highest good of all. I remember your energy at a state where I was in darkness. You gave me a very powerful, profound healing. Thank you.
Wow. You're welcome.
Thank you. I recognize your energy. So that energy of Christos, which has many aspects in human form and also in many other forms, I have been blessed by it. It is my honor to be of service to you. And so I'm getting a little emotional here. Please do forgive me. Okay, so let's start with the soul star about a foot above the head, and then the branches of the soul star connecting you to every shard of the infinite soul, past lives, future lives, left and right in different timelines, other dimensions, all the species and other universes. You have access to many of them. Okay. Dimension 9, left side of the body. Something has weakened the branches, almost like a tree that is infected with fungi and it's getting weaker and weaker. Let's wash this stuff off right away. That's taking away immediately half of your strength, perhaps more. Let's burn it off with the divine fire. So again, you're unbreakable, unshakable, but they can try to weaken you. This one is a new approach. I haven't seen this type of attack in this universe before. Okay, no problem. Om Vajra Kili Kilaya Sarva Vignam Vamhumpe. Om Vajra Kili Kilaya Sarva Vignam Vamhumpe. Om Vajra Kili Kilaya Sarva Vignam Vamhumpe. First, let's go through that portal, see who's doing this. Going in, left side of the body, dimension 9, close to the center line. Going in head first. We're leaving this universe. Lengthy portal. Universe -3. There's a dark collective. Collective as in one mind controlling many beings. It's too evil to be Archon. Even the Archons are relatively moderate. You can understand what they do and why they do it. This is pure. It's pure evil. And it would make sense that it would follow you through trying to snuff out that sacred flame that is your soul, unsuccessfully. Let's contain it and burn it. This is an abomination. It's concentrated, like a drop of this can pollute an ocean. Powerful opposition to you. In the name of my beloved source of all sources, I create a pocket dimension. I draw in this pollution in its entirety from universe -3. I follow it through all domains of consciousness and draw it in its entirety, in all its aspects, all those aligned with this pure evil. In action and intention, I also pull in all technology, wisdom, knowledge, and data used towards this violation of universal law in multiple universes and the violation of the sovereignty of this divine being. I also pull in to this pocket dimension all data, wisdom, wealth, and knowledge resulting from such violations I nullify and also pull into this pocket dimension. I set it ablaze with the appropriate strength and vibration of divine fire so that it may burn to such a degree for what remains to be of service to the highest good of all. Once again, I peg this into existence and speak it into reality. And it's burning pure white. The divine fire brings to balance, so that which is pure evil burns with a white flame. Corruption in light beings burns with a black flame. This is concentrated evil. And it has followed you, universe by universe by universe, trying to prevent you from doing what you do best. Enlightenment and evolution. While the portal is open, let's get your energy back. This would have weakened you, not just in this lifetime, all lifetimes as a human and other species before this universe, the one before, -1, -2, and -3. So actually it's the other way, +1, +2, and +3. So this is the end of a very ancient battle. And you get the last laugh. So breaking things down to their most fundamental and elemental form, the sequoia, and then healing, divine feminine. This is your energy. The magnolia tree is the energy that heals, that soothes, that calms, like a mother gently rocking her baby. Actually, it would be good if you source one of these rattles. I'll give you the link to the store that sells them, relatively inexpensive. I'm not an affiliate, but they're the real deal. So let's start transmuting the energy coming out of the pocket universe, healing it, evolving it, coming through portal between 3 and 2, 2 and 1, and 1 and the current universe, connecting it to your soul star and giving you back all your energy. Continuing the stream. Now extending the same thing to everyone who has been affected by this. Like when you're touching electrostatic ball and your hair goes all like this, that's how these strands of energy are going back to their rightful owners in every direction. Okay, let's wait for a few moments. By the way, I won't put a time limit on our session. We'll continue until we're both happy everything is done in perfection.
Thank you.
Okay, it's coming in left side of the body. So all the branches, the whole left side of the body had become gray. The light body. Now it's just washing through, reaching level of hips, going down, covering left thigh, knee, down the shin and into the earth bridge, pushing it down into the earth star and feeding it into your root system. Okay, this was the major thing, number 1 on the list. You've got your energy back, and now let's collapse the portals 1 by 1, 3 to 2 collapsing so nothing can use it, 2 to 1 collapsing, and now the one coming into this universe permanently collapsing so it cannot be used by anyone or anything. They're usually boundary keepers or gatekeepers that don't allow this kind of thing to occur. Unless it's really, really powerful. Okay. A lot better. I feel that I can breathe easier. That's a lot of energy that was taken from you. So now you've got that oomph or extra oomph. If you thought you were strong before, wait and see what true strength you have. This is going to come online really, really fast. Okay, this is good. Let's have a look at the branches once again. Portal closed, healthy color coming back. Something right above the head, central line, dimension 10. It's of the nature of espionage or just observing you, keeping tabs. And it's active. Other than the tiny shadow that it casts, it's not doing anything, but still it's not there with your permission. It doesn't belong. Let's get that out. So using the sistrum right straight above the central line, going up to dimension 10, let's dislodge this from the branches. Gently and respectfully entering your energy. Branches at dimension 10. I've got the object sliding it out towards the left side of the body. It's out of the branches, pulling out of your aura, crushing and burning. Okay, so that seems to be everything in the branches. Let's cleanse them. Wash the branches. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and 4. And now just stopping at the soul star, and now vacuuming what we broke up out of the branches, perfectly cleansing them. Now this let's the closest thing I can describe it as, it would be like a fungal infection that spreads on the surface. Other than being uncomfortable constantly, it would cause great uncertainty in the integrity of the gentle whispers of the soul, your intuition coming in, not knowing where is up and where is down. Is this truthful or is it not? It would be convoluted, light mixed with uncreation. So it would confuse you. Great confusion. That's the worst thing ever. So turning the strength of your infinite soul against you. That's very sneaky. So that's out of the way now. What's coming in is pure, clean from the beloved source and your infinite soul. No more pollution from the higher levels. Okay, soul star looking good. Bridge can use a little bit of cleansing. So now the residue of that, we're just going to wash it out before we enter the body. So soul bridge can use a little cleansing down at the feet. Let's look at the earth bridge, some insulation. Substance like tar or goo from the level of shins below, and it's very dumb. It's a dumb substance, not very intelligent, but very effective in what it does. It's an insulator, preventing you from anchoring the light of your soul into the earth, but also receiving healing and blessing from the earth. That's where the bodies come from. So the earth sentience has a say in our health. So that would be the next step. Let's have a look inside the vessel. Discrete chakras are not there. Your light body is different. So a regular healer would come and just scan you and say, oh yes, I see chakras, but it's a very, very thin, like a layer of paint on the surface. Underneath you have something significantly more advanced. You've got crystalline structures for these centers. Let's see. Is it a singular crystal? Yes. Your energy centers are all one massive crystal. This is perhaps a guardian configuration from the guardian race. They have a hand in making a planet suitable for life. So you would have a presence on Earth going back billions of years. Life didn't just start with physical life. Before that we have had elemental races, fourth and fifth dimensional. You would have a hand in their evolution. So going back 13, maybe 14 billion years. You've been here from the beginning, having a hand in the evolution of many, many, many different types of life, including some humans who have evolved and ascended out of their physical form. Now this is very impressive. Despite the level of interference that you had to deal with, this did not slow you down. So working at 45% full strength, you still managed to achieve what you came here to do. Very impressive. Very, very impressive. But I would respectfully suggest that now it is time to work with full power, full flow. It is time humanity needs it. There's so much evil here now on Earth. We need powerful alchemists to do what you do, just wash this stuff away. Dare I say, all this was practice for what is coming. You've dealt with this concentrated form of evil. Now that is gone, you can set your gaze to what we have here on Earth. Okay, so first I'm going to open up the soul bridge and crown, then we'll go to the other side of the body, clean from, let's say, the level of knees down into the earth bridge and earth star, so the entrance and exit of the light is open. Okay, so looking at the soul bridge, let's just start breaking up the sediment. Now working for entering the body. Bridge open. Now working on the crown, clearing out the blockage. It is not resisting, it's coming off and out of the light body quite easily. So from the crown all the way down we've got one unified crystal structure. So let's just go through the body of the crystal, equivalent to level of third eye and jade gate, level of throat and higher heart, center of the chest the heart, underneath rib cage, solar plexus, sacral and tanden. Tanden is very cool, I'll explain in a moment. Level of root, crystal continues down through the thighs and shins, ankles. Now let's open up the earth bridge while we're at it, connecting you to Earth Star. Now opening up the major roots leaving from the Earth Star. Okay, going through the soul bridge, level of crown, vacuuming out sediment. Well, rather I say vacuuming out sediment from around the crystal. Nothing made it in. Level of throat, heart, solar, sacral, tanden, very cool. Level of root, level of ankles and feet and earth bridge, and that's the bottom termination of the crystal. Okay, so first let me describe your light body. Instead of having these funky little chakras that go around this way or this way for the throat, you've got a unified crystal. This is highly evolved. So you've got one structure like this going from tip, which is the soul star, down to the bottom, which is the earth star. You've got
Look what I have.
oh yeah, oh yeah. That's the light body you have. Very evolved. At
Wow.
least level of guardian species. These are beautiful beings.
Hmm.
And now the piece de resistance, this tanden. And I'm getting goosebumps. This is amazing. So imagine the rings around Saturn. You've got layers of geometry. This is not the old-fashioned sacred geometry used here. It's living and breathing. So it expands and contracts with its own pulse as it's circulating around the body. Now this would tap in, because of the direction of its rotation, it would need energy from the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And so same fundamental laws of the universe. If you have a wire with current going this way, the waves will follow the direction of the fingers, the curl. Now, if you are insulated from the earth, your healing abilities will be restricted very severely. no longer, as we're speaking, your roots are doing their thing, pulling up energy from the earth, and this is becoming more vibrant and expanding outwards. Very, very cool. I haven't seen this type of tanden before. Regular human, it's like a bubble, and it extends, well, maybe, usually it starts at the size of a ping pong ball. You work on it, Reiki master level, becomes the size of a basketball. You work on it a few lifetimes. It can go up to 100 feet in diameter. But this, which you have, this is different. The nature of it is absolutely healing through life force, but you're able to get assistance from the planet, pull it up through the roots, and then direct it almost like a planar wave that's going out, emanating in all directions, covering the surface. Potentially, you can heal the population of an entire planet when this is active, stage by stage. Very, very, very cool. I haven't seen this ever. I've worked with a number of guardians, so this very unique property would suggest you're more advanced than them, more ancient than them. Okay, so this is coming online quite organically. So with that stuff, that let's say spores of the fungus coming out of dimension 9, and the stuff around the crystal blocking the earth bridge, here in physical dimension 2 and 1, you wouldn't be able to pull enough light in or pull enough life force up through the feet. That restriction is removed. So chains are off, the cuffs are off.
Thank you.
If I may suggest, now let's bring you to full power, 100%. And give the whole vessel a jet wash, a power wash, just get whatever we didn't address directly. Now, with regards to going through center by center, which I usually do for clients, in your case that is not necessary, it's not relevant. Your structure is different. So it's all one thing. Nothing made it in. Zero damage, zero pollution, no cords, no implants, no evil beings, none of that. The covering, so to speak, that was done in a very creative way, let's say an alien way, not native to this universe. General approach, same kind of thing, trying to restrict you and bury you. But as far as it goes, you are intact. Perfect health. Perfect health. And by the way, nothing in this universe can damage this light body that you have. A very wise choice coming into this universe, and good for you not compromising, because sometimes the prime creator of this local universe insists, no, you got to do some compromise, at least take some of the human chakras. You said, oh hell no. That was a good call. That was a good call. Okay, so let's get the bidirectional flow of life. So connecting heaven to earth, and then the other direction, earth to heaven. All right. Calling to my beloved source of all sources, source of all things in all domains, calling to your infinite soul, asking for pure, fresh light. Light never used, never circulated, never recycled. Light for the purpose of bringing this beloved being to full strength. Okay, pulling in from the tips of the branches, coming down into the soul star, and now going into the unified crystal and starting to give it more light and strength. 15, 20% full illumination, 30, 40, 50, light reaching the level of the heart in the human body. 60, 70, 80, reaching the level of the tanden and pulsing out radial beams of light, enhancing and complementing the geometry, the breathing, living geometry. 70, 80, 90, and 100% illumination, now reaching the Earth star and pumping light into your root system. Okay, fantastic. So I'd like to do this little demo just out of interest. So the crystalline structure is either on or off. This is off, but when the light comes in, then we get this, a little aura on the top, that's your soul star, and this little aura on the bottom. Let's see if I can get a better angle. There we go. And so this is now your light body. It's all on. There is no off. It's all one thing. This cannot be cracked, chipped, infiltrated, damaged, poisoned, none of that stuff. The weakness would come from the structure of life in this universe. So you would still use that network of branches to connect you to other aspects, and then also in the earth you would have a root system connecting you to this zone, this domain. This is for this particular body. Other planets may have a different structure. So it's all on. Now let's do the second flow of life, going up from earth through the body to the divine realm, calling to our beloved Mother Gaia, asking for her healing and her blessings. Your root system fills the planet, so there's a big wave about to enter from your feet. Okay, pulling in energy into your roots, concentrating it in the Earth Star, and it's entering your crystalline structure, reaching level of your feet, increased illumination, 30%, reaching level of root chakra. Okay, now reaching tanden. Now we've got the full shebang going on. It's becoming wavy, like a sinusoidal wave, like we see on the surface of the ocean, but with that geometry. So now it's completely dynamic. It's taking volume. Wow. Let's just continue going up, increasing illumination, reaching sacral, solar plexus and heart, 50% complete, 60, reaching level of throat, 70, level of jade base, third eye, and crown, 95%, and reaching soul star, concentrating in soul star, and now pumping earth energy into the branches all the way to the divine realm. Could you please give me 3 deep breaths? Let's bring these two flows into harmony.
Okay.
Excellent. Human skin suit shields just came on. The shields, at least if it can be called that, they're very energy hungry. We need both flows of life coming through for them to have enough power to operate. Otherwise they're dampened. It just seems like the morphogenic field. Things can come through. You can call it your aura, but now this is at full power. Nothing's going to make it through. It's going to have great difficulty coming through. Next thing, as soon as the earth energy reached the level, sort of like lower abdomen, where this is located in the human form, it became more wavy. From that flat, planar kind of wave, it gained volume, becoming like a sinusoidal wave emanating out, up, peak, zero, minus peak, back to zero. And the whole thing is geometry, living, breathing geometry, very, very dynamic. With the shields coming online, defensive and offensive tech is kind of mid-level. First thing to come on is healing. It's the last thing that goes off also. This never quite happened. But now healing ability, full strength, and then the shields coming on. This is good. As you get stronger with every breath, more of the cool stuff is going to come online too, at the top of the list. This is good. So light body is clean, branches and roots are clean. That's where the intrusion was. And that's not your fault really. It's part of the weakness of the design in this universe, especially when the opposition is multi-universal. Like yourself being multi-universal, so are the opponents. It's okay. They were trying to kill you, turn you crazy, maybe try to turn you evil. None of that happened. That's your victory right there. Very good.
Good. Good. Yeah, alcohol almost got me.
Well, it happens to the best of us.
Mm-hmm.
And let me guess, it all started with something relating to the heart.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh yeah, same pattern. Yeah. They get us through the heart. So just sharing my humble understanding, this is one of the greatest lessons, that all love begins with self-love. Mm-hmm. And we just need so much. And then it starts overflowing, and then let the overflow wash across the cosmos. Many of us go to the point of sacrifice. That's a distortion. Mm-hmm. When you're diminished, then you're not in a position to help yourself or anyone else. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've had my difficulty learning that one too. We many of us, we love too hard and forget ourselves.
Yes.
Okay. So, light body in perfect flow, health and strength. Bidirectional flow of life is going. Your own shield is on. You've got some really, really funky healing tech. I was at the receiving end of it. It's beautiful. I cried for 3-4 hours. My tear ducts dried out. It was so profound. It was at a time where I really needed it too. That healing of Christ consciousness beings. It's a privilege. So it's the same soul in other aspects doing this beautiful work. This shard has come into your noble vessel. So last layer of defense. Let's ignite the divine fire within you and around you. That's very potent. It's an instrument of evolution and transmutation. I just want to remind you that you have it. In the name of my beloved source of all sources, I ignite the divine fire of transmutation and evolution within you and around you in all its glorious colors, from black to infrared and red, through to violet and ultraviolet, all the way through to pure white. May this flame come into action with its own divine strength and intelligence. Anything and everything that comes into contact with you will catch a blaze. It may choose to evolve and ascend, or burn to such a degree for what remains to be of service to the highest good of all once again. Okay, initially we've got white and we've got green and a little bit of pink. So pure love, unconditional love and divine light. But as need arises, it will change color. Perhaps you've used the violet flame. Ascended Master Saint Germain, Archangel Zadkiel, beings that sort of ignite that spark. It's really good. But it's got a range of effectiveness. Anything too high or too low, it doesn't reach. And so now you have all the colors, not just the violet part of that spectrum. Something that's evil from the domain of light, you can deal with. Something that's good from the domain of void, you can deal with. Yes, ascend it or descend it. Yeah, put things in their rightful place. Initially, I proposed doing the dragon Reiki activation. You're a being of light, essentially, but you've got some very, very advanced technology. Let's see if the dragon stuff will serve you. It's up to you. What say you, my dear friend? Would you like another tool in your toolbox?
Sure.
Okay. So it's important to know where things come from, what their nature is. If there are any middlemen extracting taxes, so to speak. So, original Reiki, as was presented by Master Yusui, this is a rebranding of older Taoist Qigong. And that's again a rebranding of older methodologies going all the way back to Atlantis and Lemuria. It's an eternal flow. It's that which supports life to begin with. So many cultures have approaches to tap into it and use it. Down the line, symbols were introduced, or sigils. And so that wasn't part of the original teaching. With sigils, there are people that are self-serving or distorted, and so harvesting of energy became a thing. And this is not everyone. It's a small proportion of the population who are not of the light, and so in my approach and understanding of it, I have done away with all the symbols. They are not necessary. So tapping back home to the beloved source of all things, it's a pure channel, nobody, no deity, no being, none of that. You connect to source, pull in source energy into the body, and the location for you is kind of mid-level. So if you're standing up a little bit underneath the belly button, sort of mid-body, that would correspond with the human form. So pulling in energy and storing it in the lower dantian or lower, tanden or third or lower dantian. And once it's building up, then it goes, you can channel it through. You've probably used this yourself many times. But this especially, when you have a hands-on approach, it's just expanding your range. You can then use it on remote clients also. Okay, so this is a seed. It's just a reminder. And so your energy structure is that fertile ground where the seed will sprout and it will develop and evolve uniquely for you. The way it will work for you, its signature, its flavor is different to how it works for me. And that's the beauty of it. It's just a reminder of, oh yes, I've got arms. Hey, let's use these things. That's really the nature of it. Okay. This is a gift of unconditional love. It comes from the heart. May it find its way to the heart. May you be a powerful and confident healer and the instrument of divine blessing towards everyone and everything that has the honor of being in your presence. So I'll do 3 empowerments for the tanden. First of 3 complete. second one out of 3 complete. Okay, this is cool. Now this is interacting with the structure that was already in place. So your original structure was going out in waves in a plane. This is now giving you the bubble thing. It's already left the boundaries of your body, and we've got swirls of energy, all the colors, little sparks of lightning, sparkles. It's come to life already. Now let's do the final 3 out of 3. Okay, Tanden is online. So now let's make sure that the output of the energy is open. Can you please hold your palms towards the camera? Excellent. So I'll start with your right hand, making sure the meridians are all healthy and open. And now the left hand. Okay, can you please hold the palms together like this? A prayer pose, there we go. Already we've got an enormously powerful flow coming in, entering the body from the top of the cranium, reaching the level of the tanden, building up a very good amount of energy, already left the boundaries of the body, so it's about the width of your arms extended. So you'll be touching that bubble with the tips of the fingers. So now digging into that powerful reserve, guiding it up through the body, reaching level of your shoulders, going left and right, down through the arms, moving towards your elbows, very powerfully going through towards the wrists, entering the palms, going all the way to the tips of the fingers. And now I'm supporting your hands, placing mine around your hands, building up strength, getting warmer. I'm boiling over here. So together we're pulling through a lot of energy, strengthening them even further. Slowly we've got plasma shooting out of the tips of the fingers. Let's make them really, really strong, increasing the flow of healing and life force coming in, filling up your entire crystalline structure. And now supplementing this with the energy of the earth, feeding this storehouse of energy and life, making it even more dynamic and vibrant, adding the energy of the earth, guiding it up through the torso, going left and right into the shoulders, coming down towards the elbows, very powerfully now moving towards the wrists, into the palms and into the tips of the fingers all the way. Okay, now this is something I have never seen. Unique to you, my friend. Very, 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 very cool. I've never seen it come from both sides in, so this is awesome.
Yay.
So now you can just encourage the flow, so rubbing the hands quickly together, a little clapping, and now you can place the hand on the body, see if you feel the heat coming out. Okay, so allow it to flow, welcome it in. Hello, old friend. Where have you been all this time? We've got work to do, right? So you're speaking with this dynamic energy. Welcome back. There we go. Excellent. So now send it my way. So something along the central column. Pick a target and let's see if I can feel. Okay, entering from my tanden. Wow. Going up, all the way up the spine. Getting base of the neck, going into my jade gate. Oh wow, it's doing a system correction. It just cracked my spine, so I was sitting in a bad posture. Opening up my crown, jade gate. You're giving me an upgrade. Wow, oh my god. You're using the energy coming from the earth. You just gave me energetic antlers. Very, very cool. So much symbology there. Defensive stuff. Wow. Oh my god. So that's, you're powerful and you are fast. It came in from the tanden, upgraded the tanden, went all the way up the spine. Started working on the top part of my head, and then I got these, I thought they were branches, but no, they're antlers. Very cool. Very, very cool. Okay, I'm feeling this from across the ocean. That is master level practitioner. You can confidently call yourself a master of Dragon Reiki.
Wow.
What is it? Energy of source and the love of earth. No in-betweeners, it's all you. And it is strong. Be gentle, especially with the little ones. If you've got any pets or any planted plants, you know, be gentle. You don't want to burn them out. There is so much, well, you know, I always say there's no such thing as too much cheesecake, but in this case I might be wrong.
I'll remember that.
So when you want to practice, find a really, really large tree.
Okay.
And then make friends with it. And with its permission, ask to practice. Because in terms of biomass, they are so much larger than the human body. It'll be like a vacuum pump pulling this through. And so it'll strengthen, open up all the meridians and the vortices and the hands, all the conduits. It's like a power wash. So the tree, and so then it can use it, nourishing its roots and healing its branches and leaves and whatnot. So that's a very, very good way to speed up the process.
Okay.
So coming in, your light body was intact, but there was infiltration from neighboring universes, very pure darkness. But that does make sense. That task of not only being bombarded by what every human has to go through, but you had the additional load taking away almost half your capacity. There was the goo, the tar stuff around the ankles going down into the earth bridge. That was probably the worst of it. It seems that your technology of healing takes advantage of the life force and consciousness of the earth. Please investigate shamanic work. You have that gift. This is the modality of shamanism, using earth and nature and that sort of source of energy. The dragon stuff, I think it was a good idea. That brought in let's say, the spherical wave of healing. That's new to your soul. Or what you have already is very impressive, but now this is an additional tool. So, you know, you've got more tools in your arsenal. Where it's needed, it'll come online itself. Now, towards the next few days, we did a lot of work together. The body needs to catch up. So unlike energetic work, which is pretty immediate, physical reality is slow. There's sequence, then this, then this, then this, so that we have time, so to speak, for the illusion that it is. So drink lots of water. Please try and get extra rest. So either going to bed earlier, by the way, that's going to be a lot easier for you. You're not actively battling stuff. So all that energy, now turn it first and foremost inwards. Also keep your environment calm. Avoid as much as possible any sort of tension for the next few days, 10 days, 2 weeks or so on, so the body catches up, and then rock and roll. Just zap healing everywhere you wish. This is coming from source. You don't need to worry about karmic repercussions. There is no ego in this. You're the instrument of divine blessings. So yeah, you know.
And I could start using my crystal again in my facials.
Yeah,
This is a pranic healing tool I got many years ago.
The hands are now more active. So you place the thicker side in the center of the palm, and then with one or two of the fingers you get the other termination. So if you pull back and don't cover the tip, it's going to give out a wide dispersion of energy. And so if you go with the tip of the finger towards the top of it, it'll make it narrower. So you can work on individual spots or locations. It works with breath. So both the cleansing. So there's not one correct method. You can look into Marcel Vogel. He's the one that came up with this kind of design cutting crystal. But you may have natural crystal that work, if not equally as good, even better. But there is something with the breath. Make friends with it, right? So now with the intention of giving it emotion and light. Wide dispersion, and if you want it to be narrower, you go more towards the tip of the crystal, make it laser focused. You'll start remembering that the horsepower, the oomph, the flow of life is stronger now. So however much you've progressed, it's going to go now to the next level.
Excellent. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. It's an honor. My dear friend, thank you for all you do. On behalf of all those that benefit from your presence, I would like to say thank you. You probably don't hear this frequently enough. Bless you, bless your life, and bless your journey. Please keep being awesome. No more struggle keeping the stuff off you. You're free. And how perfect. This is exactly the time that the grand masters, the masters, need to come into their power, full power. Humanity and many other species are in desperate need. And so it's very timely.
Yes, it is. Very.
Okay, so don't be a stranger. If you need anything, you know where to find me.
Okay.
And yes, I'll send you the recording from our session.
Okay.
And if you would be so gracious, write me a little Google review.
Okay, I will.
Say, you can probably say he wasn't entirely shit.
Yeah, of course. For the Akashic records, that was all part of the whole reading, right?
The whole thing.
Yeah.
It's a journey. We
Okay.
need to go step by step. It's like getting the top of a string and then pulling. Let's see where it takes us. So that's the whole thing. Embodiment of very elevated consciousness, Christos consciousness, with presence in multiple universes, being present from the beginning of the inception of life on Earth, starting out with elemental beings, then moving on to plant life, and then animal life, eventually humans. Many of those that have been graced by your presence have evolved, they have ascended already, they've graduated. Your next project is humanity. And where the next project leads you, well, surviving Earth in the Dark Ages, which is now, the soul evolves by showing merit and resilience and wisdom. So reaching that state where you will be given a blank universe to create with all the acquired wisdom that you have. So happy graduation. This one is it.
Great. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. Well,
Bless
I hope you
you.
have a really, really wonderful afternoon or evening, depending on where you are, or morning.
Yes,
And I wish
thank
you the very,
you.
very best.
Thank you. You too.
All the best to you. Take
Namaste.
care. Bye bye.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye.